Okay, good morning. This is the 500 worms bean. It's the colony that I sell already ready. So this is the update of the first feeding. So it's the third, I guess, video. So what do you do after you take this colony home? So we already saw in the past video that we will give the first feed after 3 days that you have a home, and you can see in the past video that I gave a really big feed. So now it's after 1 week. So we fed the colony the first big fed. We gave the first big fed like 1 week ago. So, and I didn't touch this bean anymore. I just left the worm inside to do their things. Okay, so it's the first time I open the colony after almost 1 week, like 6 days with you. So let's see what's happening inside. So this is what I do. I put this paper just to block a little bit of lights for the, of course, the dark. So, and I put this plastic to keep the moisture down with a piece of paper. So there are the paper. So there are no worms that are trying to escape. It's good sign. So let's see what is the food. I fed this area. So in the middle on the last time. Oh, they still have food. Yeah, the feeding was very big, so they still have a little food. So if you remember, I put the egg cut box. Yeah, they still have food. After 1 week, that means the feed was very big. Oh, this is a strange color. It's a bluish color. This is Indian blue pepper and Indian blue worms. See? Oops. Didn't like it. I got it. So what do we do now? We will take all the food from the last feeding and the bedding I put it in one side, okay? So, yeah. So we will give a little food, not too much this time, very little. And we will re-put the past feed. So I want to just move everything, so give a little air. So it's nice and moist. The worms look happy. They ball up, so that means they are reproducing. There are a good amount of moisture, so that it's perfect. Okay, check it out. Yeah. Alright, there are a bunch of worms, guys. I don't see any baby worms, of course, because there are some little, some juvenile, but not very baby because it's too early to have a newborns. Because I try to put in this bean all adult to make a bean, a reproduction bean. So, but of course, sometimes that can happen. There are some juvenile. The bean does smell, and this is good. Okay, so let's feed these guys. So this time I will put the food to another side of the bean. So I want to put the food to this side of the bean. Okay, it's good, especially if you have a small bean like this with not a lot of worms. to move the feeding zone from one side to another. So in this case, when you move the food, the worms, they will follow the food. So following the food means they move all around the bean, and they will work on a different spot. So they will work at the bedding, because the bedding it's also edible for the beans, for the worms. So they will eat actually the bedding too. This is why we add bedding. So now it's too early to see that. Oh, it's a sprout. Something sprout here. So it's too early to say something sprout. We'll give the last time was like the pumpkin. Yeah. So what happened here, that they eat not only the food that you give, they eat of course the beddings too. So meanwhile they eat the bedding, you add more bedding. This make the big quantity of food. So now I want to put some dry stuff on the bottom. It's always good to put some dry stuff on the bottom of the feeding zone. So now here I have one avocado. They love avocado. A banana peel. And a little protein, just a little rice. What I do